The statistics are surprising. According to recent surveys, over 40% of people worldwide identify as both spiritual and scientifically inclined. This raises a compelling question. Can the realms of science and spirituality coexist, or are they forever destined to be at odds? In today's rapidly evolving society, this debate is more relevant than ever, touching on the core of our understanding of existence, consciousness, and reality itself. The question becomes even more pressing as we navigate a world that is increasingly interconnected, where technological advances reveal the universe's mysteries, while spiritual practices become more mainstream and accepted. For centuries, science and spirituality have often been viewed as opposing forces, science grounded in empirical evidence and reason, while spirituality finds its roots in faith, intuition, and an understanding of the unseen. Yet, as the line between these two realms begins to blur, we find ourselves at a crossroads, where we must decide whether the two can coexist harmoniously or are locked in an eternal struggle. This debate is significant now, perhaps more than ever before, because it challenges us to confront our deepest beliefs about the nature of reality, the universe, and our place within it. Today, the discussion between science and spirituality invites us to ask, are they truly at odds, or can they complement each other to provide a more holistic understanding of the world? To explore this question, we must first delve into the key concepts that define both domains. Science champions hypothesis, observation, and experimentation, while spirituality relies on personal experience, faith, and a belief in something greater than the material world. This dichotomy has created a friction that influences everything from personal belief systems to global discussions on ethics, morality, and the future of humanity. The conflict between science and spirituality is often perceived as a fundamental clash between two ways of knowing the world. On one side, science represents a method of inquiry that is grounded in the material world. It relies on evidence, logic, and measurable phenomena to understand reality. It provides a framework that depends on the five senses, augmented by tools like telescopes, microscopes, and particle accelerators to explore the universe from the micro to the macro. Science asks, what can we measure? What can we observe? What can we prove? It offers explanations for phenomena that we can see, touch, and quantify, transforming our world and leading to incredible advancements in technology, medicine, and our understanding of natural laws. For many, this reliance on empirical evidence and logical reasoning is not just a method, but a worldview, a belief that reality is what can be objectively studied, tested, and verified. In contrast, spirituality often transcends the physical world, offering an understanding that goes beyond what can be measured and quantified. It is rooted in concepts such as meaning, purpose, consciousness, and interconnectedness. Spiritual beliefs include the existence of an immaterial realm, higher consciousness, and forces that govern life beyond mere physical laws. For many, spirituality provides a sense of purpose, a moral compass, and a deeper connection to the universe, or what some might call the divine. Spirituality asks questions like, why are we here? What is the nature of the soul? What exists beyond what we can see? For those who follow a spiritual path, there are truths that transcend the physical reality, truths that science may not yet be equipped to explain. At the heart of the debate between science and spirituality is the reliance on empirical evidence versus faith or personal experience. Science demands proof, while spirituality embraces belief without the need for physical evidence. This has led to a perceived divide, where people often feel that they must choose one over the other. However, is this truly the case? Or is it possible that both can coexist, or even complement each other, in a way that deepens our understanding of the universe and the human experience? Let's explore the two sides of this debate further. From a scientific standpoint, the world is understood through the lens of empirical evidence. Concepts like gravity, evolution, and quantum mechanics are supported by observation, experimentation, and reproducibility. Scientific reasoning has transformed our world, leading to medical advancements, technological progress, and a deeper understanding of natural phenomena. For proponents of science, reality is what can be objectively studied, tested, and verified. Anything beyond that is often dismissed as speculation or ungrounded belief. On the other hand, spirituality is less concerned with what can be measured and more with what can be felt, experienced, and believed. It poses questions that science may not be able to answer, such as, why do we exist? What is the purpose of life? Is there something beyond the physical realm? Spiritual traditions across cultures have long provided frameworks for understanding these profound questions. Whether through meditation, prayer, or contemplation, spirituality often offers a sense of peace, purpose, and connection that extends beyond what science can quantify. The nature of consciousness is one of the most contested topics in the debate between science and spirituality. Is consciousness merely a byproduct of brain activity, or is it something more, a fundamental aspect of the universe, as some spiritual traditions suggest? Neuroscientists have made great strides in understanding the brain's mechanisms, yet the subjective experience of consciousness, the hard problem, as philosopher David Chalmers calls it, remains elusive. This mystery leaves room for spiritual interpretations that see consciousness not just as a function of the brain, but as something more profound, potentially even as the foundation of all existence. Quantum physics introduces concepts that seem to align with spiritual ideas, such as interconnectedness, non-locality, and the observer effect. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles appear to behave as both particles and waves, depending on whether they are being observed. This observer effect suggests that consciousness itself may play a role in shaping reality. This finding aligns with certain spiritual teachings that assert that consciousness, or awareness, is fundamental to existence. Moreover, quantum entanglement, the phenomenon where two particles become linked and instantly affect each other regardless of distance, seems to support the spiritual notion of interconnectedness, the idea that all things in the universe are connected at some level. This does not mean that quantum physics proves spiritual beliefs outright, but it does provide a fascinating point of convergence where science and spirituality might overlap, offering a potential framework for understanding aspects of reality that transcend traditional materialistic views. This is a significant moment where science might be supporting spiritual truths, or at least inviting a more inclusive dialogue between the two. There are other areas where science and spirituality might find common ground. The study of neuroplasticity, for example, shows that the brain is not a static organ, but rather one that is constantly changing and adapting. Practices such as meditation, often associated with spirituality, have been shown to have a measurable impact on brain function and structure, suggesting that the mind is capable of influencing the body in ways that science is just beginning to understand. Similarly, research into near-death experiences, while not definitive, raises questions about what happens when we die, questions that have traditionally been the domain of spiritual beliefs. These examples highlight the potential for harmony between science and spirituality. Both have their limitations and strengths. Science may not be equipped to answer questions about purpose, meaning, and consciousness, while spirituality may not provide measurable evidence for its claims. Yet together, they offer a fuller picture of human experience. The debate between science and spirituality need not be a battle of opposites. Instead, it can be viewed as a dance between two complementary ways of understanding the universe. Science offers methods and tools for exploring the physical world, while spirituality provides insights into the unseen and the unknown. Ultimately, the question is not whether science and spirituality are inherently incompatible, but how they can coexist and inform one another. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, we may find that science and spirituality are two sides of the same coin, each offering unique perspectives on the same ultimate truth. The possibility of their coexistence challenges us to expand our horizons and embrace a more inclusive worldview that respects both empirical evidence and personal experience. As the debate continues, we must ask ourselves, can science and spirituality find common ground? Can they coexist in a way that enriches our understanding of the universe? Or are they forever destined to be at odds? Perhaps the answer lies not in choosing one over the other, but in recognizing that both have valuable contributions to make in our quest for truth. We can explore these questions with open minds and hearts, willing to learn from both perspectives, and in doing so, we may discover that the universe is far more complex and wondrous than we ever imagined. This journey toward understanding is one that requires humility, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace both the known and the unknown. Let us continue to seek knowledge, both scientific and spiritual, as we move forward in this fascinating exploration of existence. As we do, we may find that science and spirituality are not so much adversaries, but partners in the quest to understand the ultimate mysteries of life and the universe. The debate may continue, but perhaps we can move beyond the conflict and toward a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos. And in that understanding, we might just find the harmony we seek.